welcome to the Elfquest. I'm Elisabeth.
And I'm Siri. And we would appreciate if you followed us on Instagram at the Untouched Quest and at the podcast platform that you're listening to us right now.
So Siri, are you excited for the Elfquest audio movie yet?
I am. And it's coming out so soon.
Yes, it's actually on Thursday, September 1st.
It's in my calendar and I'm really excited to listen to it.
Me too.
Okay, so when I listened to the introduction to all the characters from the audio movie,
Yeah?
I started to realize who everyone was, because in my head it's super hard to remember everyone.
Yeah.
And you remember a couple episodes when we discussed when One Eye got his name?
Yeah.
We know his previous name.
You do? You figured it out?
Yes, they said in the introduction episode thing. I was like, mind blown.
Wow. It just took this long.
Yeah, but we discussed it. Oh, we don't know his previous name. He's just One Eye now. You didn't remember his name either.
No, I didn't. I don't know.
But now I know.
Now I know.
Go listen to figure it out, though.
Yeah. Go do that right now. So today we are going to talk about Voice of the Sun and The Heart's Way.
Okay, so I feel this story starts really funny. Redlands is trying to grow some seeds, and he's planting the seed and sitting there watching it grow.
Yeah.
And I don't know his name. The sun villager is like, oh, it takes time for the seed to grow. You can't stare at it and it starts growing, but it does.
Yeah, because Redlands' grandfather is a wood shaper.
But I thought the Wolfrider didn't have any wood shapers.
They did before, 2 generations ago.
But can Redlands suddenly just be a wood shaper, or?
His power is awakened in Sun Village.
So Sun Village is magical, or?
Maybe it's presence of other magical elves, I don't know. But his grandfather was the one that made the Father 3 that they lived in.
Oh, okay. But still funny.
Yeah.
I sometimes watch my seeds grow and I wish they would grow faster.
You're willing them into existing.
Yeah, I want to be a wood shaper.
Yeah, that'd be really cool. You could do so much fun things with being a wood shaper.
Yeah, and getting fruits and vegetables right away.
Yeah,
I want an apple. Just go to an apple
I'm
tree
hungry.
and get an apple.
Come out here, bro. I think it's really cool how Skywise gets a mentor in Leetah's father.
Yeah, they're both as excited for the sun and the star and everything.
Yeah, about the sky and kind of the circle of life in a way, with how everything changes and at the same time are the same.
Yeah. When here when the sun toucher calls the sun a star,
Yeah.
Skywise is like, oh, wouldn't it be weird if all stars were suns? But I'm like, but the sun is a star.
So in other words, yeah.
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 It's just the river is thinking all suns is a star and all stars is a sun. It's just different name.
Yeah, it's the same shit.
It's so cute.
Yeah, but for them, the sun is the bright thing in the sky, and the stars
Mhm.
are the small twinkly things they see in night. They don't realize that the sun is just a big star that's close to the planet.
Yeah.
They also say that they come from the star home, so,
Yeah. They do.
Yeah.
And Skywise actually asks the Sun Toucher if or why Leetah hasn't healed him to his side again.
Yeah.
And then I was thinking, if you're death, can you still send?
Yeah,
Like if
because
one of the elves couldn't hear, can they still hear your sending?
but the sending goes in your mind. It doesn't go through your ears.
Yeah, but
It's like me putting my thoughts in your head.
true, but
Like me putting my voice and what I'm like manifesting in your mind. It doesn't have anything to do with your ears.
true. Well, we have to learn sending though, so we don't.
Yeah. That'd be real cool.
Yeah, we don't have to learn LSA to
Yeah.
include all people.
Yeah.
Oh, and Cutter is so in love.
Mhm.
He doesn't eat.
No.
He doesn't sleep.
No. He just longs for Leetah.
He's not fighting recognition, but he has to fight recognition because Leetah is fighting recognition.
Yeah, he's like trying to fight for the recognition to to do anything because she's so fighting it so hard.
Oh, but there was another guy in the cave. He was like, "Oh, Cutter told me recognition is like sitting in thorn bushes."
Another guy, huh?
Yeah, this one. I don't know his name. This one of the elves, one of the Wolfriders.
Yeah. He's the guy with the good eyes.
Is it called Good Eye?
No?
Oh, Scouter.
Yes!
Scouter was like, Cutter told me recognition is like sitting in a thorn bush, gulping over ripe dream berries with a sand flea in your nose.
Yeah, but that's only because Leetah is refusing it.
Yeah, but he's like, I don't know if I want to recognize. I don't want to go through that. That sounds horrible.
Yeah, but like if you don't refuse it, it isn't horrible. It's only horrible because like their souls are longing to be connected and for that magical moment to happen. And she's fighting it, and that means that they go through quite a torment of the longing for the other person,
Yeah.
which is quite cruel.
But is or does Strongbow think he's too good for talking?
No,
Since he's only sending?
he just prefers sending. He don't like to talk.
But why?
Uh,
For me,
He's-
it's like the same
he's a
thing. It's
special
better
guy.
sending. No one can hear you. Blah blah blah.
but in sending, you can also only tell the truth.
Yes.
You cannot lie in sending.
So if Strongbow starts to talk, you know he's lying.
or he really needs to get something across, because if he talks, people really listen, because that doesn't happen.
Yeah. Then he's mad. So
Yeah.
you would do whatever he says.
Yeah, if he talks, something's really up, because he doesn't like talking. He doesn't think that talking is important, and he likes to send, or he doesn't think it's necessary. He also says that Leetah claims the right to choose, but there is none. Recognition is recognition. So he's saying like, you're recognized, now you don't have a choice.
No. The world chose for you.
Yeah.
Follow the path.
Yeah, and he is right. Like your soul, mind, and body is telling you to be with this other person. Like what reason does you really have to refuse it? He isn't being mean or cruel or doing anything to her. He's just trying to get close to her. Can't blame him for that. She's beautiful.
Yeah. But I think she kind of likes it too. Because she's not being like, oh, go away. She's more like, oh, I want you to flirt with me. I want you to try. I want to see how hard you can
She
try.
isn't telling him to fuck off. She's just saying,
No.
I am just a little bit hard to get. You just need to fight a little bit
Mhm.
for it.
Oh my god. Another one of the perfect descriptions of stuff in the
Mhm.
world of Two Moon.
Okay.
The smoking mountain.
Oh, yes.
It's a volcano though, but the mountain has smoke coming out of it. It's a smoking mountain.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
Perfect. There was something I wanted to mention before that. That is that Leetah don't know what a soul name is.
No.
Have you realized that?
No.
She says it right here to Nightfall. What is a soul name?
Oh, yeah, I must know what it means.
Yeah. Because she knows that she has Cutter's soul name in her mind. She has just no idea what it actually is or what it means.
But neither does we or Leetah get the answer because the big smoking mountain is rumbling. So
Yeah. And they're
we gotta wait.
They're sending for someone. Who could it be?
Oh, this guy that I don't know the name of. No,
I
it's
forgot
Scudder.
his name.
No, it's Scudder. I know.
Yeah, because he's a scout.
Yeah, I figured that out on this page when he could see all the zwoots running from
Yeah,
the
That's why I said that
mountain.
he's the guy with the good eyes.
Yeah.
But it's really
True.
cool though how he can like focus on, kind of like zoom in and get closer.
Yeah.
Like that's pretty cool. That must be magical because I've never heard of anyone being able to do that.
Yeah,
like-
and it's one of the things that Rayak does. They tell that, oh, good thing that you're here, Scatter, because Rayak normally does it.
Yeah.
And if you wasn't here, we couldn't see if the zwoots were startled or not.
Mm-hmm.
So this whole village is dependent on
Oh, there's
one
a
person.
douchebag. He's such an asshole.
Mm-hmm. He's the hunter. He's the scouter. He's
The only one that can bring back swords for them. He does everything, and I don't think he wants to teach anyone to be a hunter either,
no.
because he wants to be the only one. He wants to be the best one. But he hunts in a weird way because he uses magic.
But
It
also,
isn't.
but why though? He's not doomed to live forever. He knows that. He probably seen other people die, not much as Wolfriders see other people
Yeah.
die. But when he's not here anymore, who's gonna do his job?
Yeah.
He hasn't teach anyone to hunt. He hasn't teach anyone to scout for the zwoots.
But he doesn't really know how to properly hunt. He
No.
tracks an animal and then uses magic. He doesn't really hunt in the meaning of going out with a weapon to chase this animal down and then kill it. He finds it by tracking, then uses magic, floats it up and goes and stabs it.
Okay, but he could try to teach other people to do that.
Yeah.
Maybe they have tiny
could
little
teach-
magic in them, like red lands.
He could teach the others to track and be good trackers, to track down animals and then like try to be stealthy to get close to the animal and then kill it.
Yeah,
But it doesn't.
because he wants to be the hero.
Yeah, but that's enough rambling about Ryek for now.
It's gonna be more.
Yeah. I think it's really funny how Threestomp knows that like Leetah was looking, and Leetah is like kind of crazy for Cutter without trying to say it. You can see it here. He says like, but don't worry, you got no reason to believe your troubles aren't as bad as you think. But don't worry, I've got a reason to believe your troubles aren't as bad as they think. That's because he saw Leetah listening to the wolf song.
Yeah, and also it's easier for someone outside the situation to see all the facts.
Yeah.
Cutter just see what he wants to think and wants to see.
But if you had seen Leetah at the wolf song, I don't think he would be in such despair, because he would know that like she was there.
Yeah, she came for him.
Yeah, she did. She heard the wolves howling like the whole Sun Village did, and she chose to go there to see what they were doing and listen in on their story and be a part of it.
She was the only one who chose to
She
go
was
up to
the
the wolf song.
only one that did that. And I think that proves like the connection she feels with Cutter that she won't admit that she has.
When the zwoots are coming to run down the village,
Yeah.
I think it's so stupid that none of the Sun people have tried to stop them before.
They just like, oh, they're coming on the rampage. Well, that's too bad. Let's hide in a cave and let them ruin everything.
Let's just start over.
Yeah.
It's the reset button.
Yeah. It's quite stupid. And none of them seem to think that this is a big thing. It's not a big deal. This happens and, oh, okay. Let's go about it. Let's hide. Let's let them do it. Nobody gets distressed over it or anything.
Well, the Wolfrider doesn't seem to be that worried either. It's like they are far away.
Yeah.
They're not running that fast.
No.
Maybe they will stop.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah.
But they haven't like seen this happen before. They don't know what the impact of this actually means. The Sun villagers do, and they just accept it, going to hide in a cave.
And also they think that the Wolfriders are stupid, wanting to
Yeah.
try to stop them.
Yeah. But like the Wolfriders are hunters. They love to hunt, and they think like, oh, why would you let them ruin the village? We can probably turn them around. Maybe get some food. Maybe we can catch some of them. This like they have a whole nother look at life than the some people do.
Totally. But one thing I notice here, doesn't the wolves live in the cave with the Wolfriders?
Yeah.
Since Pike is like, oh look, here they comes, and all the wolves is like climbing down from the mountains. Does the wolves live a different place?
No, they are allowed to live with the Wolfriders. I guess they just spend their day hunting or playing or doing stuff other places, like not in the village.
Okay.
And that's my assumption. But like they say that they like play with the wolves and sleep with the wolves and you smell like a wolf and everything. So I just assume that they're like hiding out in some rocks trying to catch something to snack on or eat or
Yeah,
you know.
probably that. When here, Leetah's been all like super independent, women are strong kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's now like, oh, it's not your place as a maiden to go out hunting for the zwoots. She tells to this one.
Oh yeah, Doshine.
Yeah.
Or Dushine.
And Leetah's been so mad. Like, I'm a woman. You're not allowed to decide for me. I do what I want. I have my own choices, my own meaning.
Yeah, but
But
Leetah looks
Dushine is not allowed.
Leetah looks at Dushine like a child. She thinks she's a child because she is very petite and small. But like she's a wolf rider. She fought in greater battles than Leetah can imagine, I think. Like, she shows off that she knows about Mad Coil, mentioning nets. But I don't think she realized that Doshine had a big part in that.
No, maybe not. But
No.
it's still two-sided.
Yeah.
She wants to be strong and independent, but she doesn't let a cop or a teenager or a younger woman to be independent because she's too young.
And she thinks it's dangerous for her, like, but
Let her
Well-
choose for herself.
when Wolfriders gets to a certain age, they're allowed to do what Wolfriders do.
Yeah.
Like, you're an adult, you can choose to participate for yourself.
Oh, and now this head coverings that they get. The
Yeah.
Wolfriders doesn't really like them,
No.
but they're like, oh, I guess it's better than cooking my brains.
Yeah, that's really funny. Also, Leetah found head coverings for Cutter.
But is it Leetah who did that? Or is it just Skywise who's teasing Cutter and telling him,
I think
Leetah
it's
gave it
Leetah.
to me?
He also said that, like, she said, you're hot-headed enough as it is. I thought that was quite funny.
Yes.
But earlier, when they like first started, like, yeah, we can stop the zwoots and everything, they can do this, blah blah blah. Leetah goes up like, oh, will you suggest a Wolfrider? Annette, like sassy, and Cutter thinks like she knows, and that like she knows about Mad Coil, but I think that's a moment he realizes she listened to that story. Like, how else would she know than if she was there listening to the wolf song?
I didn't
catch that.
No, because I was like, they go hunting, maybe they have nets too.
No, but she put like emphasis on the net.
Yeah, she did. And by thinking of it, there's some people that doesn't hunt with nets, they hunt with Rayak.
Yeah. Dushan came out of the caves like, I found some ropes. Like, apparently those ropes aren't something they have a lot of. If she was like running out of a cave like, I found some.
Yeah. So true.
So a net wouldn't be practical for some people to be something to hunt with.
No, and also if it was practical for them, they would have a lot of them, so it would be easier for the Wolfriders to catch the zwoots.
Yeah. I think, or I find the Wolfriders to be quite fearless, like running into this herd of zwoots, trying to turn them around and stop them and like get them away from the village. Like, they're huge animals.
Oh, totally. I got a little Lion King association feeling with this. I was like, is someone gonna die? Someone's
It's a
gonna be
freaking
stumbled to
stampede.
death with from the zwoots.
Yeah, because it is a stampede. It's crazy.
Yeah.
They're scared.
And the wolves are so tiny compared to the zwoots. These
They are.
zwoots are huge.
They're enormous.
Like the zwoots in the village, they're not that big as these.
Yeah, they are.
zwoots. No, because you see in the beginning when Leetah and Cutter is with the well getting water,
It depends on how old the zwoot is.
it's not that big, but one of these that they try to catch is like humongous.
Yeah, but it depends on like how old it is. The one in the village might be a cub.
Okay.
Yeah, so it'll get bigger. Yeah, I really like how Shen, Leetah's sister, was like, oh, this is so exciting, it's so cool, they're like hunting the zwoots and turning them around and everything. And she's like, especially Cutter. Why, next to him, Ryke seems like a sour green fig.
Yes. And
Like,
Leetah gets sad
wow.
about it.
Oh, she doesn't get sad. She gets kind of sassy about it. And at the same time, like, oh my god, what am I gonna do?
Mm-hmm.
He's such a strong and cool man. And Ryke
He's a
is
douche.
Ryke. Thinks he's the best at everything.
Totally. But some people sound so surprised, like, oh, they did it? They
But they've never
actually
seen
turned
anyone
around the
hunt.
zwoots? Was this possible? Could we have done this before?
Yeah. But like, I don't think they could have done this before. They don't have any animals to ride with. They don't know how to hunt. They don't have the instincts that the Wolfriders do.
No.
I don't think they could have done the same.
But I think there could have been other ways. They could have tried building a wall under this bridge. The bridge, yeah. There's other possibilities to save the village instead of hiding.
Yeah.
Hide from the problems are never a good thing.
No. I also think that Leetah is kind of scared of motherhood. She like looks at Rain Song and says that she's like devoted her whole life and body to being a mom and to her family, and like how she cares for her babies.
Yeah, and maybe she's just not ready to have cubs yet.
But that's a part of recognition.
Yeah. And she doesn't believe that Cutter's gonna be a good dad either, so.
Well, he can't be worse than his dad. That's for sure. After growing up with Bear Claw, it can only go one way.
Yeah, but Leetah doesn't know Bear Claw.
No.
She doesn't know how he was.
But it's like, that's kind of like a feeling of stranger danger, I think. She doesn't know him that well. She don't know their culture and everything. Because if she knew Cutter, he's so kind and caring and loving and cares so much about his tribe. That how can he be a bad father when everything he does is care so much for all of the tribe mates?
Yeah, that's true. But Leetah haven't seen that much of that yet.
No.
They
And
haven't known each other for that long, so
I also find it quite
she's
funny.
denying it.
Yeah, totally. I find it quite funny how Sava is like, oh, Cutter seems to be calling me. I must make haste. I cannot risk his wrath.
Yeah,
like
making a point of that in front of Leetah.
Yeah, but also she like knows him. She like when she meets someone, she kind of reads them, so
Yeah.
she knows what kind of person Cutter is. She knows that like there wouldn't be no wrath. She just says it to
No.
tease Leetah.
And it's really interesting how easy Sawa can tame a zwoot. She's just
Yeah.
like touching him, sending something, and he's like, okay, I can live here now.
Yeah,
I can help you.
kind of like manipulating his mind or brain.
Yeah, and it's fun. Sawa is asking him though, perhaps you'd like to live here? Shall we
Yeah.
discuss it, you and I?
So cute. And the Wolfriders are so happy with themselves, jumping back on the wolves like, let's go get another one. And Leetah comes like, Cutter, wait, never mind. I let him right off.
I'm too
'Cause
late.
he's such
I'm
a
too
big,
slow.
strong man.
Mm-hmm.
It's hilarious.
But the other one, it's too big for them.
Like, Dushine and Scouter says that this is a really big one. It's huge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And it's really strong and somehow regains its strength and energy in like a millisecond.
I don't think it's like regain it. I think he already always had it.
Yeah,
He
but
was just like, okay, the danger is over. I can eat my grass now. And then when they had it, he's like, oh, I don't want to be captured. So I'm gonna break loose.
yeah, I saw it more as like he's tired and exhausted and like had to regain his strength after
Maybe that too.
the whole thing about being scared and running around in non-stampede and everything, and then being captured and like, okay, I can go along with this for a while. Well, I'm over it. And then like regains his strength back from being exhausted and just decides he wants to run off.
Could be that too.
Yeah.
So when Leetah is gonna help Dushine when she knocked her head to the stone,
Yeah.
it's for the first time Leetah acts without thinking.
Yeah.
So this is the first time she acts on instinct. It's the first time she does something without thinking of the pros and cons before she do it.
Yeah, in this moment, she is brave like a Wolfrider. She's acting kind of in the course with the way that Wolfriders follow.
Yeah, and I felt it as well as in this moment she understood she couldn't keep finding recognition because it was an instinct, like when she was saving Dushine.
Yeah. She realized like, I have to run in and help her or she'll die. Without fear or a second thought about it. And there's like, shit, I gotta fucking run with her or else we're both gonna die.
Yeah, so Who's the one who shoot the arrow in the head of the swoot?
Well,
Who's the one?
they don't show. Yeah, it does. He's right here on a wolf next to Leetah.
Oh, it's strongbow though.
Yeah,
Because he's
because
holding the bow. Yeah.
I was gonna say like they don't show the shooter.
But did you?
Because in the next picture you don't see strongbow. But I was say right there I know. But I was gonna say like I would assume it would be strongbow because he's their best archer.
Yeah.
And that shot, like it was perfect.
Yes.
On a running swoot, like I could imagine only strongbow could make such an arrow. But you can see like all the judgment in Leetah's eyes after the swoot is dead. She's like looking at everyone like, how could you do this? How could you let this happen to her? She's so small.
But like, I think she would have been as mad if it would be Skywise, if it would be Tree Stump. Like, I don't think it's because it's Dushine and she's so petite. I think she's just mad because they're fighting fate. They're
but also
risking stuff doing this.
But earlier she like made a fuss about her joining and being so small and petite, and this is so dangerous for her. And I feel like it was a bigger fuss because it was her.
True.
Yeah.
And she get mad at Cutter. Like, get out of my way. I need to heal her.
Yeah. And he's like, Leetah, please help her. I know I've disappointed you. I know I am not perfect and everything. Just help her, please.
Get out of my way.
Yeah, but he even says like,
work.
I'll do anything, even go far away forever, if only you'll. And then she just like go away.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that she actually listened to what he said. I think she was like instantly like, I'm mad. Just go away from me right now. I don't want to talk with you in this moment. I don't think that she meant like, I'll save her, but you need to go. Because I think that's how he reads it.
Yeah.
He says like, if you save her, I will go. And she says, go.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Oh, and did you know some people have cats?
Yeah, they're so cute.
I found that very funny. I was like, they have wolves are not imaginary, but swoots are imaginary. And it would be fun if they have come up with some other animals. But the cat is
they
cute.
come up with a lot of other animals. Don't worry. Don't worry. You'll see a lot of them. Yeah, but when Leetah is done healing, she's like, where's Cutter?
Well, you told him to leave, stupid.
Yeah, and Skywise is so mad. Like, he's gone. You told him to leave, so he left.
He's gone?
But I didn't mean it. I didn't think he would actually go. But you told him to go.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he doesn't take the life of his trimates for granted. Like, if she says go, then he'll go as long as you save her. Well, it's like, out of my way, cut off.
I have to find him. We have to recognize, or we have to fulfill the wish of recognition.
Skywise is so happy with himself after the last. Like, oh yes, I did that.
Mm-hmm. And they start to negotiate. Like, oh, I don't want to live in a cave.
I don't want to eat red meat.
I don't want to howl to the moon.
It's so cute.
And Cutter is like, oh, maybe we are too different. Maybe I also will refuse recognition.
Yeah. Rag would be a better life mate for you. I don't think so. If he would have been a better life mate for her, she would have said yes to him a long time ago.
Totally.
As you have discussed previously.
But then Leetah is just Tam, and he realized this is it.
Yeah. But it's like, it's after a moment where he's like, he's so sad and he's broken. It's like, Leetah, if it makes you feel any better, I'm not sure I can live without you. And he's like crying. And it's not sorrow's end for me, it's sorrow's beginning. Because that's like when his real sorrow begins. After recognizing her and she refusing him.
Yeah.
I think that's the moment she realized, like, or she started thinking about what he feels up in everything. Like, she is all like, oh, I don't know what I'm gonna do. He's so barbaric. He's so dangerous. He runs at danger and rides the wolves. He's so different from
all
me.
these hurting words.
But I don't think before this moment that she thought about how he felt in everything.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's this moment that she started thinking about his side of it and what he actually felt in all of this. Because as she wants to be close to him, he obviously does too. And he tries everything that he has to be close to her.
For sure.
Yeah.
But then is Night Runner jealous because he runs away with Leetah?
Yeah.
He's like, Cutter is mine. You can't have her.
Yeah, I thought it was really funny. Cause like, hang on, Leetah, and if he tries to bite him back. Like, that's the first thing you think of doing when a wolf bites you, is biting back.
Teach him the same stuff with the same.
Yeah, because it's totally gonna feel the same to him if you bite him as when he bite you.
Mm-hmm, because your teeth is as sharp as a wolf's teeth.
But I don't think that he would actually bite her. He's just more like, I don't know if I like you yet. I'm gonna tease you. You're not nice to Cutter. Cutter gets sad, and Cutter is my best friend. And go fuck yourself. Like, I'm gonna scare you and run off with you.
Yes, but so now Cutter and Leetah is sneaking out like teenagers.
Yeah.
No one's gonna notice. No one can see.
He's like knocking on her window, and they like look at each other like, oh yeah, let's go do this.
Mm-hmm. But why does Cutter send yes? Leetah doesn't know how to send, so like, who is he sending yes to?
But he can send to her. She just can't send back.
Okay. But she can receive
it.
Okay. And then Daddy's catching them doing the naughty.
Yeah.
Who's there? Oh, Daddy, it's just us. Me and Cutter watching the sunrise. I see. Well,
yeah.
you're blind, but...
Well, looking at his expression,
mm-hmm.
he knows what they're doing.
He doesn't say it like, oh, how fun you're watching the sunrise together. He's like, I see what you've done. I know
what just happened. You and Cutter, huh?
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna be a granddad.
Yeah. So we are gonna get a child. That's really cute.
Excited for Cutter and Leetah, baby. And
Yes.
not Ryak and Leetah, baby.
Oh, would never be excited for that.
So Ryak is running away.
He is. He finds it too hard to be close to Leetah when he's with Cutter.
And it doesn't make it better that Sava tells him that Leetah stopped fighting. And they recognized. So it's nothing left for me now.
He knew that was gonna happen though.
No one needing me now. You have 17 Wolfriders. Why do you need me?
Yeah. Like, he knew that was gonna happen.
Yeah, but does Sava hint to that they can have a threesome? Because it's something like, oh, but you, Cutter, and Leetah could have lived happy together.
Or just, she's hinting to more of a polyamorous relationship where you have more than one partner and life mate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Not necessarily a threesome, but more like having several life mates living together.
So when Leetah is done with Cutter, she can move on to Ryak.
Or they can all share the same bed.
Well, then
And
it's
be
a
one
threesome.
couple. No, be
Or
one couple.
One wife, two husbands.
Yeah. You will see more of this later, and you'll understand more what I'm saying than what you're saying. because I have the different perspective of this narrative than you can have.
Because you know stuff.
I know stuff. But you will understand more what Sava means when she says that later.
Mm-hmm.
Like how such a relationship would look like.
Okay, then. And we're getting dreamberries back. The Redlands is growing dreamberry bushes.
Yeah, and I love how like they were like, oh, we're hiding these bushes, and Cutter gets so excited.
Dreamberries, but I thought that the trolls were well, the trolls are the one who make the dreamberry wine, right?
The wine, but you get drunk from the berries as well.
You can see that because Pike is under the bush, like.
Well, he loves dreamberries.
Mm-hmm.
And I really like this picture right here, where you can see how much of a ladies' man Skywise is again.
Oh yeah.
Like, this is not the first time we've seen him being a ladies' man, but right here, there's 3 girls at the same time.
Well, that's Skywise.
Yes. And now we're jumping into the Heart's Way, which is going to show us a lot about this love drama of Skywise's.
So, these girls from the village, they're really teasing Skywise.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, you smell like a lizard. A lizard that's been dead for several days.
No, his clothes smell like that.
But then he smells like that because he's wearing the clothes.
Yeah. This is what happens when you go playing rough with wolves. Like, that's probably what most of the Wolfriders smell like.
So you end up smelling like whatever the wolf was rolling in.
Yeah, but like, I guess this is kind of what the wolves of old smelled like, or Wolfriders. Like, they smell like moss and trees and wolf and wet wolf and.
But all these smells get stronger with all the heat that they have in Sarah's End. So
yeah,
I imagine it's not a good smell.
Yeah, and there's something about this where these girls like undress him and put him in the water, and then 2 of them undress, and the last one is sitting on the side watching as she tries to clean his clothes, and she's so cute. And she's just looking longingly at them, like, why don't you just join in the fun?
No, because perhaps she will remove some of the stank when she cleans his clothes.
Yeah, but I think this baiting is more about baiting with him.
So one thing I noticed before they jumped into the hot spring is that they have underwear. Like, they're wild people, but they're making underwear.
Yes,
or do they
that's
just
more
have
comfortable?
Or do they just have underwear because it's gonna be more appropriate for us reading when they undress Skywise?
Maybe. Might be.
So you don't see his junks when they take off his pants.
Might be. They do have underwear. You will see it several times.
But the underwear that Skywise is wearing, doesn't look comfortable.
No.
Not at all.
Unless he
Riding
barely has any junk. That
but
can't be comfortable.
riding wolves in that, it's gonna like go up in his crack and just like, not comfortable at all.
No, I wouldn't want to wear that.
No.
I can't imagine a man want to wear that.
No.
I also thought it was really funny how they were like, we're going to places that you enjoy only too well. Only that you never use it alone.
No.
Like insinuating that, you bathe. Just not alone.
Never.
Never.
And Skywise don't really know hot springs. I didn't realize that, but back in the Holt, they've been taking bath in the river,
Yeah.
and the river is cold.
Of
because
course.
it's most likely melting water.
Yeah.
I was like, poor people. No wonder they stink.
Yeah.
Because they don't want to freeze.
Mm-hmm. Like, I'll never get used to this warm water. It's so strange.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see, like, everything changing in Skywise's face when they started, like, I wonder who you will choose for your life mate. Maybe you should have babies. You can have babies with me. You can see his face be like, oh, fuck. I don't want to deal with this shit.
I just want to have a sexy bath time.
Yeah, like, baby talk was not what I wanted out of this bathing. It was just sexy time. No babies.
True. But is it only recognition that can give babies, though? Because it sounds like they haven't had babies in Soros in a while.
They can have babies without, but it's not so common. The recognition guarantees babies.
Okay, because one of these maidens were like, oh, it's gonna be so fun having babies lather in the village once more, and oh, I'll praise Cutter because he's the one making this wish come true in a way.
Mm-hmm. You can see, like, everyone getting out of the bath after Sky was running away from the baby talk. And there's like, we will go to the house before you guys to get ready. And they just climb this rock cuddling instead.
Yes.
And poor Verda, she's like, all I want is you to love me. I don't want to be part of this game. I don't want to, like, play games to get you. Just tell me that you love me. She's so precious and cute.
Mm-hmm. Innocent as well.
Yeah, and Skywise, like, tells her stories about, like, that he didn't have any parents and that a whole tribe or pack is his family and his parents.
Yes, and they get to watch the hare hunt together as
Yeah.
well. And he tells her about how they're hunting and how Cutter is his brother.
Yeah. I never. Actually, what he says is, yet my soul never had a brother until Kidder. His soul.
Yeah, so they're soul brothers. Maybe they're a little bisexual as well. They care a lot for each other, so
They
I
do.
won't be surprised.
No. And he's like, he thinks, like, there will come a time when Cutter will need me and everything, and I would do anything for him. And in that picture, you can see that Skywise is wearing more of a G-string than a pant. It's like,
Oh, for sure.
it's all up in the crack.
Yeah, it's not comfortable at all.
And
It would be better to just drop it and have his junk be free.
and
like,
it's
in his
leather.
pants. Yeah.
It's made of leather.
True. Even worse, like, imagine sweating and, like,
Leather.
rubbing through the skin. All the blisters. The
Jesus.
blisters between your butt cheeks.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And it doesn't help that, like, they say that the Wolfriders leather is, like, the smoothest and closest that they've ever felt. But, like, it's still leather. Like, Moonshade does a
Yes.
great job, but it's still leather.
Mm-hmm. Well, the other maidens get jealous.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's our turn. Our turn to have Skywise.
Come down. And, like, it drags him by his feet down from this rock.
Mm-hmm.
It's
He kind of enjoys it too, though. He's like, oh, all this
Yeah,
attention.
but that looks painful.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, standing there, like, grabbing each of his hands and all around him. And Skyrunner comes and feels that he's in danger.
Well, doesn't all pets do like that?
Yeah, he's like, I will protect you. They
Don't
will
touch my
not
owner.
hurt you. Like,
Even though
as
it's-
long as he's playful play, it's okay. But at the moment, like, he's kind of makes a weird scream, like, I will actually. I
Yes,
think that's
but
That's the thing that made Starter and Link think like, this isn't okay. I need to go save him.
Because he doesn't see the difference of a game and
No.
real danger.
No, he doesn't. He's a wolf. He's a wild animal.
Mm-hmm.
And he scratches Verda. And all hell goes... Everything goes to hell. Because that's... he bit me!
Mm-hmm.
Like, it wasn't a bite, sweetheart.
Suddenly, I don't want you anymore because your barbaric wolf is biting me.
Yeah, and he's like, I'm sorry, but that's really nothing. Like, we all get nipped when we play with the wolves. It's fine. It'll heal. Leetah can heal. Let's take you to Leetah. It will be fine. It is really nothing. And they just... they go crazy about this little nip. But I guess they're not used to, like, being harmed or touched by any animals. Not used to getting scratches.
No, because they never get in danger. They
No.
just live on the safe side.
Yeah. Cutter comes in and they Ruffle and what's his name? Meline or something. They just drag Skywise back out and like, haha, let's go have fun.
And Warda, you can join us when we're all caught up to you
Yeah, because they
in the
think
contest.
yeah, and she's like, contest? Pay them no need. Pay them no hate. I haven't lost anyway. Skywise doesn't care for me more than any other. Like, that's true. He cares nothing more for you than any other. Because he doesn't want love that way. Cutter's so sure, cute, like, sure, he cares. Just not about that.
Mm-hmm. He just wants attention.
Yeah. And he's like, listen, there's none of us Wolfriders that doesn't get nipped or scratched every day. We think nothing of it.
It's normal. It's our everyday life.
Yeah,
Get
like,
used to it, people.
that scratch wasn't much. Leetah's so cute. Telling me to go out because she gets distracted.
Because she's still a little annoyed by this guy, though.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Like looking at the window at them playing. And here Weirda says something. I've always thought recognition was something just for two, a lad and a maiden. But Cutter and Skywise are more than friends, more than brothers, indeed.
But still,
What do you think of that?
recognition can only be for a lad and a maiden. Because recognition equals babies. And they have not told us that guys can have babies in the world of two mutants.
Guys cannot have babies.
Yeah. So, well, I believe there probably is some kind of friendship recognition. Like, you can be soul friends. But they can't recognize because they can't have a baby. So recognition equals baby.
Okay. So there is this story that is a part of the DC comics that I read as a child. Because the ones that were released, not the archives, but the others, they have a lot of different stories in them. And they start back with the Wolfriders. And they have this story in them where Skywise and Cutter fights brutally. And then this happens.
Oh, they hear each other's soul name.
They're recognized.
But they can't have a baby, so it's not like recognition in that
But
way.
They are properly recognized. Cutter and Skywise is life mates. They have recognized.
Yeah, but they can't have babies. You said recognition equal a baby.
Yeah, but they have recognized.
Mm-hmm.
And that's I just need you to know that. Like, They
Well,
recognized.
Bros before hoes.
They've
you know?
never been a romantic couple. There's never been romantic feelings, but they are life mates. They have recognized.
They're friend mates.
You can see Verda rubbing Leetah's belly and being like, "Oh, you can practice mothering with me. I promise you shall be my babies." Care.
Yeah, like I share my babies with you. No
Babies.
problem.
Not baby. Babies.
But does she know? Does she feel that she's gonna have more?
Oh, she's pretty. I am pretty sure she knows she's having twins.
Well.
Otherwise, she wouldn't have said babies.
That's true. I didn't think about that. But Varda is really like, well, if I can't have cubs or babies with Skywise, he must stop playing with me. I don't want to play with him anymore. I want his babies.
Yeah, she don't want to play games. She just want babies.
Mm-hmm. And then Leetah is like, oh, Wolfriders share everything. What? That's their way. So the Sun people doesn't live by the way. Is
No.
that Wolfrider thing, or is that the
It's a
elf
Wolfrider thing. Living by the way.
Okay.
The way is something that Wolfriders kind of made up. Living in the forest, having to be able to live every day by its fullest, and not think about time's passing, to be able to live in the forest with all the dangers and everything. They couldn't dwell on everything that was going to happen.
Okay. So that is some people thing.
Yeah. It's a Wolfrider thing.
This story ends though with an orgy. Or
Yes,
what we
it
think
does.
is an orgy, but it is though, right?
Yeah, there are 3 of them in there.
And I think Varda went in.
She didn't.
She didn't.
She didn't.
I think like it says the beaded curtain rattles. Is it because someone has entered or simply lowered the curtain and gone? I think she entered.
I don't think so. I think she's...
Do you think she's jealous?
No, I think she thinks like, okay, well, I actually want him, so I won't be part of this. I won't hurt myself, because that's
like I don't
initially
want
what
to
she's
share
doing.
him.
Yeah, because she doesn't want to share. She's hurting herself in all of this, so I don't think she went in.
I wish she went in.
She might have, but I don't think so.
We'll never know.
No. So next time we're going to talk about Quest Begins and Dreamberry Tales.
So until next time, go recognize a troll.